Hello everyone, welcome to Leoguidance time. If this is your first time, and welcome back. If you are a returning subscriber, it's lovely to have you here. So today's reading is going to be a collective reading, and I was actually drawn to doing a love reading. Like it wasn't so much of like a heavy like a feeling for me to like I have to do a reading or I have to do a love reading. I particularly wanted to use like a new deck that I got, so it was on my mind. But then when I start like cleansing the energies of the cards, some messages start coming quite like repetitively and strong, let's say. So one thing very strangely that I was drawn to is like number four. I usually just like shuffle the cards and like basically cleanse the energies, and they're so slippery, but like cleanse the energies like this, like you see how slippery are they. So three times I do this three times, but this time I was like four, and then I started hearing like 4 days. I'm not sure what the 4 days are for, but I'm going to have some kind of like a time oracle cards as well that I will pull. I do not know for what, but I was kind of like a drawn to taking some kind of like a timing cards as well. And besides that, I heard and this 4 days doesn't mean that like something is actually like physically going to change or happen, but something is definitely going to change. But it doesn't have to be that something is going to like very visibly change. Like if you're waiting to hear from someone, it doesn't mean that like someone's going to contact you within the 4 days, or something is going to drastically shift in the 4 days. It might be even like an energetic level change, or something might have started to shift 4 days ago, but something around the four. And the fours also represents stability. Also, something on your mind might have started to shift your perspective towards something within the last 4 days as well. But besides that, I was also hearing like something needs to be let go before something new comes in. So let's see what all these messages are going to be about. And this is going to be a love reading, so take it as whatever going to be resonating with you, and please use your discernment. And I also feel the need to mention that the love is existing in all forms. So maybe some of you are going to feel a little bit like, when just I'm saying this, but like it doesn't have to be romantic, but definitely we can get like we are going to get some romantic messages as well. But like keep it in mind that it might be around self-love, it might be around the love that you see from the other people around your family, friends, or it might be a romantic partner, so or even from your pets. So any kind of like a love exists basically in our lives. So these are going to be general love messages, but if there's going to be specific romance messages as well, then we are going to get them. So what this collective needs to hear, Archangel Raphael, let's see, about love. So I will also get the reverses. This is like needs attending. It come in reverse in here. It says pay more attention to your love life to get results. No dating responding. And this is in reverse. It says, okay, let's get more messages. It just like gives me an energy of like something has been in like a frozen or freezing mode, or like mode for so long, or you might have been like nearly lost hope in a sense that something is going to change when it comes to your love life, when it comes to how love is shown in your own life, or how people are expressing like in generally love towards you. It's as if like I'm picking up an energy that someone is expecting for a miracle to happen. Like what you are wanting, what you're desiring, the angels are saying that they're definitely with you around this area, and then around your love area. And lapis lazuli might be actually like helping you to connect with the angels if you want some healing. But besides that, angels are saying that what you want, and when it comes to love, when it comes to nourishing connections, is not a miracle. It is the bare minimum that you want, and we want to give to you. And we know that it was unfair up until this point, but they don't want you to lose hope, because you are seeing what you want as if like it can only happen if it's in terms of like a miracle or a miraculous situation, but it is a very natural thing for it to happen. I nearly want to like keep it like upright. because the reverse energy gives me like someone gave up on something. Yeah, there's like this true acceptance, and it's like in the reverse under the bottom of the deck. It's nearly like you haven't yet actually accepted the situation as it is, but you just don't want to get your hopes up and get disappointed. It says nurture growth, so trust, support, and playful. Attend to your bond with love and patience. I feel like there is something on the horizon. Either it's already on your life, or it's coming in a very future that is going to like require for you to first of all trust the trust that is coming, and it is literally going to be, if you haven't had that like kind of genuine connection, true trust, support from your partner that you can at the same time be playful with, like it's nearly like a best friend energy. This is what's coming. Like you might recognize yourself start repelling any other like a very short-lived or not like deserving your energy type of energies away. You might start repelling those kind of like energies. Like if you have been trying to like find love and you felt like the doors have been like keep closing one after another, like if you're start talking with someone, things keeps falling off, or you try some things, even like in terms of friendships, things keep falling off, it's because you're divinely protected. Like you are repelling what is not meant for you. Ooh. So we have men's souls. It says empathy, forgive and renew, and also love with purpose, heal with compassion. Just come with this card. Flying high, feeling infatuated or having an intense affair, story-eyed and passion. This like gives me an energy of like some kind of like a soul connection, definitely. And this is not your first like lifetime in here, and 7 is a very important number for you. There is a very spiritual connection in here. Like I'm just getting an energy of like you were meant to be with this person, you were meant to find each other, to like continue where you have left from. Like especially if you like, I feel like this is like an incoming connection kind of, or might not have like yet started, because when you guys are going to be like with this person, also like physically going to be with this person, it doesn't have to be necessarily in intimacy with this person, it can be, but even like within their presence, within like like without touching each other, etc., there is going to be an extreme attraction and passion, but it's going to be beyond the physical level, if I can just like explain it. It's like your souls are attracted to each other. Empathy, forgive, renew. I guess like there's going to be that kind of like a connection and understanding between each other, that you don't need to use the words all the time. Like you feel each other's energy, and you're not like doing it in an anxious way of like how he's or how she's feeling. Oh, like let me just be hyper vigilant so that I'm gonna feel safe. No, it's like your souls are in sync, so you literally like read each other's not minds but souls, if that makes sense. Let's get some clarity around needs standing. And if you're already in a connection and watching this reading right now, I feel like there has been like a something that you gave up on hope within this connection, and your angels are saying that there is going to be growth in here, but it's just taking time. And when it's taking time, they want you to actually ask yourself, are you making your needs clear? Are you asking for support? Are you creating time to be basically let each other's like inner childs to play with, like be playful with each other? Are you just like making enough time for yourself? And I'm not just like putting you on a spotlight or anything at all. This might be also like something you're expecting from your partner. If you haven't like directly asked or tried to like take the first step, maybe then you might try it and see how it goes. Yeah, I will leave that one there. because it's a little bit like a more specific message. Like there's a heavy energy of someone new in here, very like a story-eyed kind of like energy. I love that. And for the ones who are in a connection, there is a need for you to reevaluate your needs. Are your needs still the same as they were when you have started this relationship? Are things are growing naturally in this connection and evolving naturally when you guys are growing or evolving, or if both parties are evolving and growing at the same time, or is there a disconnect in between, if that makes sense? So what needs tending? Loyalty needs tending. Interesting. So true love, devotion, standing by each other through thick and thin. For the ones who are in a connection, I feel like one party might have been giving more than the other one, and if there have been any kind of issues around like loyalty, then you know it. It's like, I'm not saying something you do not know in here, but like loyalty card was in the upright position, so it just gives me an energy of like someone was naturally tend to give more than the other one, so the other one felt a little bit like, you know, left out in the cold. And the ones who are not in a relationship or just like at the very early stages of dating or like around this ranges, I'm seeing that your loyalty towards your journey towards loving yourself is going to pay off in here, because like this true love and devotion is coming, so they really want you to believe that the things are not like you are not left out in the cold. The thing that you want and see as a miracle, it is not a miracle, it is your birthright and you are going to have it. Oh, it's the beautiful energy in here, this like energy coming, the person coming for you, the protection, self-care and sanctuary. I was saying that this like a protective energy if something hasn't been working out for you. Basically, you're being protected by your angels, taking care of yourself as well as the relationship. This nurture growth, if you feel like something is going a little bit like a slower than you want it to, it's because there's a lot of protection around you, and then you also have to like attend to yourself and attend to your needs, rather than only like being fixated on the external things or external people, so that once you are at a level that you're actually good within yourself, you're taking care of yourself, then it's a lot easier for you to recognize when things are not unfolding in a way that you deserve. When you deserve more and you are not getting what you deserve because you already give yourself more than bare minimum, you already give yourself everything, all of your needs, then when someone else comes to your life and not doing it for you, it's a lot easier for you to recognize and a lot easier for you to make a decision that this is not what I want. Like, if you want to be in my life, then like step up, and you don't have to do that if you don't want to do that. Like, I'm hearing like, here's a door, like with all, you know, love and light, here's a door, but like you don't have to stay with me, because I will be okay by myself and I know that I will attract what I deserve. Okay. Yeah, enchanted whisper, wonder, dreams and promises. Like, it gives me an energy of like, can you see like a picture? It's like such a lovely energy in here between two people. So I'm hearing promises have been made, and it has been. I'm just picking up an energy that nearly like with the soul connections in here from past lives and everything, like a karmic contracts. Um, you had karmic contracts you needed to end before this relationship, before this like happily ever after actually come into your life. And the promises between you and this like a soul contract person, the soulmate person, has been made before lifetimes. Maybe you have been keep meeting each other and making these contracts like again and again and again. So this is like a very fated partnership that I'm hearing. Oh my god. Okay, so can we get more details with the tarot spirit about what love messages the collector needs to hear? Are there something more specific? What do we need to hear for the highest good for the collective? Ooh. What do we need to hear? And I guess this is Moon and the Stars tarot deck. So what do we need to hear for the collective in regards to love? Okay, so we have the Empress, nourishment in reverse. That makes some sense. We have the Hanged Man, stillness in the reverse. Okay, the masters are like focusing on you with the tarot. And one more, please. What do we need to hear for the collective in terms of their love life? One more. It feels like Spirit really wants you to take the focus back to yourself. If you have been waiting on something, if you have been somehow recognize that, you know, you will be happier if you will have a partner, or you will be happier if that thing would have happened. In what areas of your life you might be overlooking at your needs, or maybe like even overextending yourself. The Page of Swords in reverse, education in reverse. Okay. Let me get a quick clarity for the Empress. Tattoos might be significant for someone here. There was a planetary alignment also yesterday, or like, I'm not sure when I'm going to post this reading, but it was on 25th, I guess. So the energies are going to be still there, like, I guess, like within a couple of days. It was a great time for, like, basically, manifesting, and even like visualizing what would you like and how would you feel when your desires, like if you would have been living in your desires, because there's always a reason why you want those things, like they could come into your life. For the first time, I'm just recognizing that this Empress is actually sitting on Saturn. So I feel like most of you might have been like around your Saturn return, and you might have been closing some big karmic cycles. And those big karmic cycles are mainly around like how you nourish yourself and how you connect with your feminine energy, reconnect with your feminine energy. There have been big parts of you, especially when it comes to you connecting with your feminine energy. You just like representing yourself as a feminine, who you truly are, but you have been dimming that part of you a lot. Maybe I feel like you guys are quite, I want to say, especially if you're a woman, curvy, or if you're a man, still like you have like such like attention taking, like a physical features that's actually very like alluring to the people to see it, but you might have felt some shame and guilt around it, like for the things that you cannot change within yourself, and actually you want to like before you felt those like lower vibration energies of like a shame and guilt around like who you are, literally how you look, the things that you can change. I believe that those were the parts of your body that you actually love the most, but they have been just like dimmed and like uh they have been dimmed and like put into the boxes because it was just like making some other people around you in the society around you maybe uncomfortable, so you had to cover it up, you had to like dim your light up. So those are the parts of you that there is like a big energy of like you making your peace with your physical reality, with your physical features, and you're getting more in touch with your physical body. This like manifests in two ways. The first way is that basically how you want to express yourself, your hair, like if you do makeup, your makeup, how you want to dress, like specifically. It doesn't mean that like if some people are going to like label it or like perceive it as in a certain ways. It is you. How you feel good is the utmost like a right thing for you, because you're living this life for yourself, not for others. So there's like a big healing energy coming into you connecting with your feminine energy, because it is the utmost thing that you really need to do at this time. And if you're a man watching this, you are highly intuitive, and there is a feminine side of you as well who would like to receive, who would love to himself, however you're defining. Those energies still exist within us, and they don't have to be so much like 180-degree like a polar opposites to each other. Even though they can just exist within balance. They don't have to fight with each other. And the other thing is that you needing to feel safe in your physical reality, especially when it comes to your finances or the jobs that you do. Like there is some kind of like a dysresonance in your physical reality that makes you feel unsafe, and that unsafe feeling could just manifest in multiple different ways. It might be anxiety, heart palpitations, like feeling envy, comparison, or or like feeling like something is off. So basically any kind of like a lower vibration energies that you felt yourself and like especially out from the blue, it might very well come as that your body, your mind, your soul is not feeling safe. And you might start using some affirmations around like I am safe, even if you don't believe it at the time. It's going to be very helpful for you. So the biggest message with the Empress is that you are releasing a big karmic cycle within your life, especially through the beginning of your 30s is the first Saturn return, and the second one, like correct me, I might be wrong, really, like around 40s 45s, and then the latest one is going to be around 60s, I guess, but I'm not so precise about that. So you needing to heal and connect with your feminine energy is the biggest thing, and that affects your love life as well, because the self-love, like the any kind of love in our life emanates from the self-love. With the Hanged Man in reverse in here, this is about you shifting your perspective towards the fact that you were helpless. This is about the fact that you shifting your perspective that things were happening to you but not for you. This is about the fact that you shifting your perspective that there's nothing on your hands for you to change in the situation, or there's only option A and B. There are like multiple other options that you might not have been seeing. I feel like the type of people that you talk, if you want to like open your mind a little bit more, reading, like talking with different people, putting yourself into different kind of environments, you might be surprised about what kind of information you are going to get. Because it's like, it's so funny that I start talking about it like, when I forgot this card even existed here, Page of Swords, Education in Reverse. I feel like you have been consuming the same kind of like energy and information again and again. So it just like kept your mind in a situation of like stuckness, you know? Like, let's say that you got a certain education and then you're kind of bored with it. You feel like it's kind of too small for you, so you want to flourish in some area, but the areas that you want to flourish in is actually quite different than what you have studied and what you're expected to keep on going with your life, you know? And you're like, but then what else can I do? Like, this is my education, and then what else? Like, I can't do the passion, you know, because then you feel stuck. Why? Because like, can't you just like find something like middle before you fully transition into something you love? So there might be multiple possibilities that you are just not wanting to accept or see, because you might be too fearful about leaving something behind that was your comfort zone, because it was giving you some kind of like acceptance or okayness. But you do deserve greatness, not okayness, if that makes sense. And we had the clarification cards as Knight of Cups, Romance, and Knight of Wands in reverse as the maturity for the Empress. So they want you to know your match when it comes to love. They want you to know your standards. Hence, that self-love is so important for you. When you just like put yourself on a very high regards, you're going to keep like repelling any kind of lower vibration energies that are not meant for you. And these two are knights. So one is a fire sign energy like Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. It doesn't have to be. The other one is a water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. I feel like with the Knight of Cups energy, there's some kind of like a waiting in here. With this hourglass that I'm just like seeing in here. I'm not sure if this feels like someone from the past. Like you're not like fully like cut the ties with. There is an energy of like you seeing this person still in a good light, but the spirit is just like with the knight in here, they are giving me this person's like it is not for you. You can cut the ties with that person if you want. So you don't like, you're such a gentle, nice soul that you're still like seeing and want to keep seeing this person under a nice light. But if you would actually want to be fully and totally honest with, you could easily see this person in a reverse position as well, because it does exist. It's just like it's just your perception how you want to perceive that person. I'm just mentioning it because the initial message I was getting was like you need to let go of something before something new comes in. before something new comes in. I guess it's that Knight of Cups energy, whoever that person was, or your attachment towards that person. Like it might be also like around with the Knight of Wands energy, that person also like embody the fire sign energies, because there's very much like having like in and out kind of an energy in here. Let's get your final advice messages from this Whispers of Love Oracle deck. What love messages you want to give for collective spirit? We have spiritual connection. I haven't mentioned about soulmates. A relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. This is what's coming in for you. You guys might have been, you were partners again and again. It's 27. Like, you have been waiting for this person. Like, you're about to, like, literally give up on love that I feel. You're about to say that, like, it is okay. Maybe it's not meant for me. Like, every time you get your hopes up, and then you're like, maybe I shouldn't get my hopes up, because then, it will be a waste of time or a waste of my energy or some kind of disappointment. I know that I will be okay, but I don't want to keep saying that I know I will be okay. So if you don't want to feel like, okay, like I'll be okay in any case, if you don't want to keep repeating to yourself, then repeat to yourself that I will be great. I will be more than okay. I will have everything I need and more. I will have everything I desire and more that I didn't know that I needed it. And make yourself believe in it. Keep repeating to yourself until you believe in it. And the best way to believe it actually is to imagine that scenario, that feelings you're going to have when you have your like a happily ever after reality for you. Like there is a family in here with a dog and like a couple and another like the same couple. Like it's just like giving me like a lifetimes you have been like again and again and again together. Like your connection cannot be broken. This is what is coming: nurturing, growth, and protection. Your connection was like a divinely protected and is always going to be. Oh gosh. Okay, I want to get the timing cards as last to see like when this connection is actually coming to your life. When this connection is coming. We have November. When I'm recording this is on January. It come in reverse. I don't want to get like reversals in here. Something is going to shift. Something that has started to die. Like, okay, something is going to like die, let's say around like in November, with this kind of like a moth in here or like a butterfly. With the die meaning that some old way of you existing is completely going to fall off. It's going to start falling off already during this year, but like in November is going to like mark some kind of like a big, okay, this was the end, kind of like a stamp for your life. When you let go, annoying as it might be, when is this connection coming? When is the spiritual connections coming into collective's physical life? Festive season. I've been seeing this card. This gives me some kind of like a traveling energy, but like whenever January, we're in January, so whenever actually like this festive season with the January, maybe something started to happen already around the Christmas time for you, or like this kind of like a New Year's time. And up until the next festive season, whenever it's going to be for you, like in here, is it going to be like, it's not Valentine's Day if someone is thinking of that, I'm sorry. It might be for you, but this is not the energy I'm picking. Like 1st of May, is it like, I don't know what the festive season is actually, but it just gives me some kind of, public holiday vibes. Okay, when this time Oracle cards is usually not give me like yeah, this is it, kind of like exact timing. So it's a little bit like interpretative, if that's a word. Last card about the timing. When is this connections coming into the physical reality for the collective? Stop obsessing at first. Thank you. And this card actually wanted to come and it flipped over. 6 months from now. Is 6 I'm not sure if someone is pregnant, but if you're not, then someone around you might be already like, going through a big transformation and already giving birth, or they might be already 6 months pregnant or something. in here. But 6 months from now, like January to 6 months from now, is going to be like before November, it's a couple of months before. But okay, they want you to stop obsessing over whatever it is. And also, like, if you have been not like taking care of yourself so much, in a sense that, for example, there might be like over drinking or like junk food eating, not exercising enough, not getting yourself out enough, etc. Those kind of things also might be affecting your energy, is one thing. So if you would have been doing the things that nourishes your soul, you might not have been like so specifically wanting some things in a certain way, if that makes sense. But I don't want to say like it is kind of like a energy, like 6 months from now, by November, like through the end of this year, then this person's coming into your life. But believe me, something big is already shifting before the end of this year for you. And those things have already started to shift for you in your life. And I believe that something already started around this like a last Christmas and the New Year's time for you. And it's going to like wrap itself up through the end of this year. But these are all the messages I got for you. I hope that this reading was helpful and resonating, and I hope that it wasn't too vague. I did my best, I'm hoping. So if you liked the reading, please give the thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, please consider that one if you like the readings like this. I also share pick a card readings, and if you want to book a personal reading with me, you can find my email address and the details in the description box below. But I'm sending you lots of love, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, please take care of yourselves, and bye bye.